Hello, hello, my melodies. Welcome back. Today we're going to be opening up the Salamence EX and Reshiram EX, premium collection box, I think is what it's called. There we go. That's what it says on the box itself. It comes with a jumbo Salamence EX and then a Reshiram EX. Both and all, I guess all three of the cards are stamped with Journey Together, so they come from the Journey Together set. And yeah, I feel like this might be a decent raid boss, maybe a middle raid boss to add to the binder. I've been loving the new jumbo boxes lately with a stamp, kind of showing what set they come from. I like that idea instead of it just being a reprint. The lenticulars have been fun too. The jumbos have been a lot of fun lately, and always adding to the raid boss list and the available raid bosses out there. I enjoy that as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and shrink on up. We're going to warm up with a 3-pack with Golduck with the Mega Evolutions. And I don't think there's any Mega Evolutions in this set. Yeah, there's 10 packs in the box. But before, it's like Destined Rivals and everything previous to that. So we're going to start out with Mega Evolutions, kind of warm up, but very, very, very first, I found a cute little toy next to, or at my local store that I usually go to, and it is none other than Blathers. And you know we like to make the Animal Crossing reference here. Kind of the first idea that any of the first pulls in the set always go to the collection binder. And in Animal Crossing, if you haven't played, Blathers is a character that runs the museum, and it's kind of a running inside joke among everyone who plays Animal Crossing and collects cards that the first one always goes to Blathers. So you've heard me say it before. I saw this cute little guy. There's a little stand thing. Oh, and he's like flocked and stuff. You see that? That's kind of fun. I thought it was just like a plastic sheet, but no, he's not as brown as he usually is. He is kind of a flocked texture. I think that's what you call it. I don't know. I've heard different people say different things. And then we have a stand here and something else. Let me see if I can, unless it's rippable. No. Okay, let me see if I can pop that open. Get the little plastic pieces, because we're going to put Blathers back here so we can point to him to say the first one goes to Blathers. Okay, how does this guy just sit? Do we think is he like, it's just a stand? Okay, it's just a stand. That's kind of fun. It doesn't actually go in, so you can use it if you want or not, but it tucks in perfectly right there. And then more stability. I really actually like that they did it this way. Right on. Look at that little guy. Fun. Okay, I think we're going to put him next to Screamtail. What do you think? We'll put him right there. Yep, first one goes to Blathers. He kind of blends in with the Pirouette Meloetta, but still fun no matter what. Okay, let's get in the first 3-pack. We'll get it open, and then we will roll for our BPM zone. There we go. I was talking with my friends, confirming with pretty much everyone that they haven't seen code cards for any of like the promos, any of the products for Mega Evolution. So we're not crazy. Everyone else has noticed it as well. We're thinking it's probably just a cost-cutting measure. But yeah, to get some of these promos, you're going to have to redeem prizes and then get through and actually do earn the points, and then go in and choose the promos you want and redeem them. I have been seeing some of the promos on the like battle pass type of thing that's on the TCG Live, so you might be able to earn it as well doing those daily missions and stuff like that. And it's pretty straightforward to do those. They usually give you a starter deck, some type of deck that would match a lot of the dailies, or you can just build your own. then go battle it out in casual or standard or whatever. Let's roll for our BPM zone. We're doing the light. We did lightest last time, didn't we? Let's roll again. We did tallest last time. Can I get any of the other rolls, please? Nope. I keep doing fives. I keep doing fives. Keep doing fives and ones. Okay, let me roll from a different perspective. Nope. Okay. We got 3. I think I've done attack recently too, but let's go ahead and keep it with the attack one. I feel like I do 1 and 5 all the time. Maybe I need to get a new dice die to roll, a 6-sided die to roll. I don't know. Kind of crazy. All this other fun stuff that we're having. We'll try different dice maybe over time. How about that? I like the jumbo one though. And it's good colors. Okay, our first pack today, we have Abra, we have Makuhita, we have Firo, Nincada, Shuckle, Chiyu, Iron Defender. We have Tangrowth for our first reverse Spiritomb, and then a full art Mega Abomasnow EX. Look at that with the regular Abomasnow back there. Oh my goodness. Starting out strong in the 3-pack with a hit already. And it is a 200 attack. So we're going to say Mega Abomasnow is winning in both the MVP and the BPM zone. Of course, you know, that's Mark's valuable Pokemon card section. It's going to be party back there. Bouncer Blastoise is hanging out. I'm still looking for some of those different surprise five surprise things that have like little sunglasses in them. I'm looking for the right ones. Most of the ones that I've been seeing are like extra tiny, and I don't think it's the right size for Blastoise, but we're hunting. Thank you for the suggestion out there for those who did suggest those other lol doll or lol surprise things, LOL surprise stuff. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, we got Clauncher, we got Tinkatink, we got Nickit, we got Miltank, we got Shuckle, Lieutenant Surge's Bargain, Ninetales, Thievul, Onyx, and Mega Lucario EX for a double rare. We're 2 for 2 in this 3-pack. Definitely loving that. That's 270, so we're going to move Mega Lucario kind of over here for winning in the BPM zone as well. 270 attack. That's a high attack, and it's a Mega. So I just kind of got to the part in the game where you get your Mega Band bracelet, Mega Keystone, whatever you want to call it. I know there's a lot of different ways to say it, but in the Legends Z to A game, been playing that, been enjoying it. We got Bulbasaur. I got my Squirtle all evolved up to Blastoise, and now Blastoise is my main guy. I got his Mega Stone. Have not evolved, haven't actually turned him into Mega Blastoise yet, but we're going to. I think I just got the first mission to go, calm the Megas. I don't even remember what it is. I guess that's a little bit of a spoiler. We have Mega Latias EX for the 3rd pack out of this 3-pack. We got 3 hits out of a 3-pack. That is amazing in my opinion. I know I don't usually get, I usually get 1 hit, but to have a full art and then 2, so ultra rares and 2 double rares, that's pretty awesome. Okay, time to get into the box. I saw this released on somebody else's channel. I think it was Danny Phantom, actually. He was talking about how the okay, come on. Why is that? That was a weird opening. The glue held onto it in a strange way. Anyway, he was talking about the allocations for the Latias box, Mega Latias box, and then this box as well, and how the allocations from his distributor were back up to where he normally likes it and like where he usually had it previously, which is a good sign. It means that we're getting more product, we're getting more things back kind of to normal. I do know that there's been a lot of delays with this new Mega, with the Mega Come on. With the Mega Series. Boy, those cards did not want to leave their little pouches. What happened to the other plastic? Did those fit together perfectly? It did. Okay. Yeah. It's been delays over in Europe for all the Mega stuff. There's been delays in general for the ETBs. Finally started seeing ETBs in the wild. I think the ETB I picked up for later this week was from Barnes & Noble. Thank you. Shout out to Barnes & Noble for doing one per person, because I was actually able to find it on a Saturday. Usually everything's been sold out on on Fridays, but I was actually very, very fortunate to see an Elite Trainer box in the wild at MSRP even, right? Barnes & Noble is one of those that's keeping it at the correct price points. Boy, that I don't know why that alliteration caught me, but yeah, and then I am a Barnes & Noble, like, whatever, that member, so you get a little bit of a discount and then money back over time. Like, I'd buy, if I can, I'm going to buy product from Barnes & Noble to keep that that loyalty program alive. Plus, there's a lot of fun. I like getting I like buying the discount, or what is it, the Book Annex discount coupons. There's usually like 3 packs of notebooks that have neat designs and stuff. So I like getting those, using them for scratch notes and stuff at work. But it's complete tangent. Let's talk about Salamence EX with the Journey Together stamp. Here's the jumbo card. Okay, Wide Blast. This does 50 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Pretty awesome. I think I'm gonna have to double check the rules for the boss, because I think you can't block damage, but you can reduce it. So does that push through a Manaphy or not because it's a boss? I'll have to check the rules, or we'll talk around the table and let the players know up front whether or not they can block damage or block bench damage. Because usually you can't block damage, you can only reduce it. I have to look at the rules for the bench, but it also does 300 just straight out, and then discard an additional, or discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. So to do this attack, yeah, discarding 4, if then an additional 2 if necessary, but 300 and then spread damage, pretty solid boss, especially if it pushes through some of the bench protectors. Pretty cool boss. I'm pretty excited for that one. That will definitely go into the boss raid binder for us to play in the future. Okay, let's take a look at the packs. We have 5 Destined Rivals. We have 5 Searching Sparks. Okay, not a huge variety of packs, but definitely good pack selection in my opinion. Destined Rivals is a ton of fun. Searching Sparks has that Pikachu, has some of the amazing illustration rares, special illustration rares. This one, I don't know why, this feels heavier than this one. I don't know why this feels heavier for some reason than like the mega packs. Anyway, yeah, good pack selection to get through stuff. It means there's more and more Destined Rivals on the marketplace, which there's a lot of playable cards in the Destined Rivals set, all the Team Rocket mechanics, lots of fun stuff, a lot of good metal support in Destined Rivals. It's funny that it's a Journey Together box, or Journey Together stamps, but they don't have Journey Together packs in there. That's an interesting observation for us, right? We got Team Rocket's Articuno for that first rare. That's interesting, right? And nothing special about that pack. I don't know why it felt heavy. Maybe they all feel heavier because the code cards are lighter. The new code cards, I don't know. You ever just like think you know something and then you don't know anything when you try and put it through the scientific method? We got Lurantis, we got Team Rocket's Receiver, we got Murkrow, Barraskewda, and a Crustle making an appearance at all of the regionals lately. Definitely a fun deck to play, but you kind of have to avoid Gardevoir for it to do well. And, well, there's a lot of Gardevoir currently being played everywhere. There are a lot more mechanics, new meta coming through right now. I know a lot of people are talking about rotation already, even though that doesn't happen until, you know, February, March, April timeframe next year. Just the way it usually goes. We got Baltoy, got Annihilate for that rare. But yeah, the meta right now is fun. It's all over the place. There's a lot of different mechanics, a lot of different ways to play. Yes, Gardevoir, like, Gardevoir just has more outs than a lot of other gameplay. You can usually shut it down if you can get those Ralts off the bench real quick. But otherwise, it's just a powerful mechanic. Team Rocket's Giovanni, we got Arcanine, Ethan's Typhlosion, Wash Rotom, and a full art Arbalava EX. Look at that beautiful card with the olives on the olive tree. Put that up there. Okay, I was getting worried. We were halfway through, or almost halfway through the packs and hadn't gotten a pull yet. So we got one more Destined Rivals. That was pack number 4. Only 160. I think 300 really is the highest base damage that you can do right now in the game. I know there's definitely different ways to up your damage. That Kangaskhan, if you roll really well, it can go through and keep hitting all sorts of fun stuff. There's a Judge, Fortress, Floatzel. But yeah, there's a lot of fun ways to boost your attack. But the Megas, just starting out with 300, pretty solid. Of course, that one says discard all energy from this Pokemon. To do that 300, not too upset about that. I think that's a good balance for everything. There's code card for our first Surging Sparks pack. I haven't opened up Surging Sparks in a hot minute. Yeah, 2024 is when it was released. So we got Charcadet, Smoochum, Skarmory, we got Bruxis, Meddling Memo. Oh, I remember Meddling Memo. That was a fun pre-release card. Definitely was in a lot of the decks. We have Tapu Koko for that rare. And speaking of pre-release, can you believe it that we're already back around, and the next set for Phantasmal Flames is coming out in, I guess when this comes out, it'll be 3 weeks. But that means that this weekend is the first weekend when pre-releases can happen. And I think that's what my Wednesday video is going to be. So come back on Wednesday. We're going to open up some Mega Evolutions pre-release kits, talk about pre-releases. I think that is one of the best formats, even if you don't know how to play. Like, show up, everyone gets the same prizes. Everyone is looking and reading the cards for the first time, trying to figure out what the combinations do and say. And you get to open up some packs before the normal release date, which is always fun. There's Tapu Lele for our rare on that pack. So yeah, come out to a pre-release, find a pre-release in your area. As always, you can find stuff on the Pokemon.com website for events in your area, any stores that are running events. And yeah, usually the posts will say like how you can sign up. I know some stores are small and they get a limited amount of supply. So maybe call around and see when you can sign up. I know the signups for my store I usually go to usually start on Wednesday when the league happens. So I'm going to be signing up on Wednesday. We have Glamora, and then we have a Scovillain EX for that rare. Double rare in there as well. As long as this Pokemon's in play, it is grass and grass and fire. And if it has damage counters on there, it does more damage. But it's only a 10 base, which is funny. It's 10 and then 70 for each damage counter. So you can easily like get that up. I think there's, what is it? There's the ability for Frostless. So Frostless would put damage counters on there. Keep that on your bench a couple times, and then you're pretty much knocking anything out for that deck. We got Oricorio, Scatterbug, Vivillon, Dragon Elixir, Xerneas, Oricorio, Paldean Tauros, and then a Rapska for that rare. Okay, this box overall, we've got 2 hits out of the 3 pack that we just had 3 hits from. That's it's kind of wild. I guess I needed that 3 pack, but we can make it all up now. This is a Surging Sparks. Let's get a special illustration rare. I feel like I've not been pulling secret illustration rares out of Scarlet and Violet. It's been rough, actually. Even out of Mega, I haven't gotten too many. We got Execute, we got Cast Form. So let's get a really great pull to close out today's video. Yeah, if you're interested in any of the pre-release Build and Battle talk, hit that subscribe button. Come back on Wednesday for that video. And we got Citadel, we got Fuecoco, and we got Skeledirge for that rare. So 1 full art, 1 double rare out of 10 packs. We did get a new raid boss, so still had to get the box regardless. And then 3 out of the 3 is pretty awesome. We also have 300 as the attack. I don't know if that's really going to be beat. Let me know in the comment section down below if there's any cards out there that you can open in current packs that might say that there's a higher attack than 300. I think it's probably just 300. Or maybe in the next set there's going to be something higher. Who knows? We will take a look. Yeah, because there's 340 here, so power creep is a real thing. Anyway, thank you for commenting and sharing this video. I appreciate each and every one of you. Remember to keep singing the song in your heart. And in the end, a little music goes a long way.